Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
It's Razor Pop lah.
In recent years, filmmakers have found a new way of making films that look technologically advanced but cost next to nothing. Although only practiced by a small group of people in Singapore, it looks set to catch on in a big way. What is it? Let's find out. Hi guys, we're here with Winnie. Who's from AMAS, which is the Association of Machinima Arts and Sciences. I should remember that at one go. Okay, so she's going to tell us a bit more about what is Machinima and Machinima in Singapore. So, okay, just tell me, give me a brief background of Machinima.
Sure. Machinima actually stands for machine plus cinema. Okay. So it's actually a film genre or a filmmaking technique that is created using game engines. So basically, when we talk about Machinima, it's like you play a game, you make a movie, and you tell a story. It actually started as a concept when some gamers from more than 10 years ago were trying to crack into a game software to manipulate some of the game characters and settings inside the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it started like hacking or something.
Yes. Okay. But that's how it actually started. Whereby actually gamers would like to have the ability to have controls over the game characters, and later on they started to animate it and screen capture it and make it into like a little game video that they spread around and circulate amongst their friends to share the game videos. So ever since then, more and more gamers adopted this little hobby of modifying their favorite games and then making their own little videos for just sharing amongst friends. And later on, it became more cinematic, and the techniques that the gamers took to capture the films become more and more specific, and it later on evolved into Machinima. Machinima is actually user generated versus like movies we see in cinemas that is like pre-rendered and probably takes a much longer time to produce. But for Machinima, it's actually created on the fly, created in real time, and yeah, they can edit it and publish it anytime they like.
So you mentioned it's like on the fly. Is it actually scripted, or do you have suddenly you're playing a game and like, okay, I'll start doing this? Do they actually have scripts?
Actually, as Machinima evolved, the digital artists, some of the gamers were also digital artists, became more particular about the way Machinima is being produced. So later on, when the group of machinists came together, then they start, before they do the actual capture, they would start planning the script first, the storyboard first, who would enter and exit a certain particular scene at the same time, and who would actually control the camera and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like directing a short film and all,
Correct.
but a lot cheaper because it's online. You don't have to buy props or hire people. Okay. Yeah. So how many people in Singapore are actually doing Machinima?
We don't have a specific number because we haven't really conducted a market survey. We can see that there's an increasing trend of Machinima picking up amongst the local gaming communities, and even for the some of the casual gamers, they are also starting to play around with Machinima and producing clips as a hobby.
Since it's a hobby, what do you think is the level of expertise of Machinima creation in Singapore?
I would say that there are two extremes in terms of skill sets for such creation. Of course, at one end we are seeing those that are just like creating as amateur as a hobby, and then they just do a screen capture of the game and just publish it live to show their friends. But there are also the other end of serious digital artists who wants to create like really good productions and movies on Machinima, and then they will really apply movie making techniques into the Machinima that they create. So there are two extremes that we are looking at here.
what does AMAS teach you? If I go there with absolutely no knowledge of anything, except like maybe I play Second Life a lot, you just teach me how to create everything from scratch.
I would not say that the AMAS do the training itself, but we very much work with local partners from the industry to provide such training. So that in the past there have been like full day, like 1 day full day workshop conducted to get people to come together with computers in front of them, really sit down and really guide them through step by step, how they can go about creating machinima using simple video capturing tools and movie editing tools. And then eventually, for those who are interested to learn more about specific techniques, then of course they can sign up for more courses and classes that teach like really advanced techniques in like camera controls and how they can animate and script certain animations and exercise more controls over the lightings, the settings, the costumes, the props. For example.
Okay, so do you see like any future in machinima? Like maybe you think could be taught in like schools next time or something?
Definitely. I think with Singapore moving big time into interactive digital media, more and more schools in Singapore are starting to pay attention to how they can let students experience all these at a young age, and then and I think that machinima is definitely a good channel for students to start exploring. Yeah, and this is something that we are also working very closely with some schools. We have been talking to them, and they are also considering bringing some of these programs into their curriculum.
Okay. So maybe next time, since primary school students are learning to film now, maybe next time you're gonna have like primary 1 kids creating machinima. But like, okay, I'm starting to feel very old because I think it's like very, very complicated, and to me, I can't grasp all the steps right now. So, Winnie, why don't you give me like a demo of how to create a very short machinima?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe we turn to our laptop.
Let's try.
Okay.
So we're going to create a machinima in Second Life.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just log in. But this can be, of course, a game or any other of your favorite games, of course. But in this case, I'm using Second Life as demo.
This is one of the most like common ones because you have people and all that here. So people most commonly use Second Life.
Second Life is becoming more and more popular for machinima creation because it actually allows users to custom some of the content that they would like to appear in their movies. Yeah, because for games, there may be still some environment limitations, but Second Life relatively gives more controls over that in terms of machinima making. Okay. So I'm standing inside one of the islands now.
Okay.
So let's say I want to do a quick capture of my character here. So on the bottom left hand corner you can actually see that this is how I can actually control my camera angle to set it right. And then say loading screen capture software called one of the very popular one is called Fraps.
Okay.
You can download it from the internet.
Is it free?
It's free. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but of course, if they like advanced features, then you probably have to buy the full version.
Okay.
Say I set all the settings I want, how many frames per second, and how what's the size of the movie that I want, and I minimize this. Okay. And once I have that, I will try to set my character to perform now. This is inside the script and the storyboard that I have planned, and I want to capture this frame. So I will just use Fraps to capture this particular segment.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will save it and put it into a short clip onto my computer. So just start and stop by pressing F9.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the video segment that I have already captured, and I save it on my desktop. So now I'm going to import it into Microsoft Movies Maker. This is the video that I've brought in. I can also choose my favorite soundtrack.
Okay.
And use it to complement my video. Of course, I can even add voiceovers to introduce basically what I've captured within the movie.
Okay.
So this Machinima clip that I'm doing here is actually something like a documentary or a walkthrough of the place itself. It can of course take the format of MTV if I like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
basically up to you. Since you're the
it's up to the user what they would like to create. Yeah, it's up to their imagination. So say I've already drag and drop my clips into the video and audio tracks. I can also add like things like effects to transit between other video segments that I capture, and then I can drag and drop it into the video bar here, and then I can also even add subtitles to my video production.
So it's basically just like filming your whole, short film, I think, but online.
Yeah,
with
in real time.